In this tutorial, we will learn how to send data from one board to another, using the Arduino IoT Cloud. 4 relays are connected to one device, and 4 push buttons are connected to the other device. The push buttons are used to control the relays. This will be made possible through something called syncing variables. It is a brand new device-to-device communication feature, now available in the Arduino IoT Cloud. It will allow your Arduino devices to send wireless messages to each other, without writing a single line of code or spending time with radio modules and network protocols. Being able to sync variables gives you an intelligent way to control multiple devices very easily. Let's see how it works. Let's get started. Follow the circuit diagram to connect the buttons to NodeMCU, and connect the relay module to ESP32. I am using the following components for the project: NodeMCU, ESP32, 4-channel relay module, push buttons, and 4 bulbs. I have connected all the components on the breadboard. Now I am going to setting up the Arduino IoT Cloud. For that, go to Arduino IoT Cloud website. Get the link from video description. In this tutorial, I will need to set up 2 devices in the Arduino IoT Cloud. First, I will setting up the NodeMCU. To do this, click on Create Things. For simplicity, let's name it Push Buttons. Now click here to add variable. Name it. You can write any name, like switch1, then select the data type as Boolean. The variable has been declared automatically. Now click on Add Variable. The variable has been created for push button 1. Similarly, create 3 more variables for other 3 push buttons, with the name switch2, switch3, and switch4. Next, configure the device by click on this button. From here, select third-party devices. Then, select ESP3266. And then select NodeMCU 1.0 from the list. Click Continue, and write device name like NodeMCU. Then click Next. Here, the device ID and secret key is created. Download the secret key by clicking on this link. The PDF file is downloaded. This secret key will be used next. Finally, click Continue. And done. Now set up the network. Enter your SSID, password, and secret key that is downloaded before. The device setup is done. Let's go to Sketch part. Open the sketch in full editor mode. Here are the variables that we have created. Before the setup function, I will define 4 pins for 4 push buttons. These pins are D0, D1, D2, and D3. In the setup function, I am setting these pins to input pull-up. This option is the same as input, but in addition to that, an internal pull-up resistor is enabled to keep the signal high by default. Therefore, no external resistor is required to connect to the push button. Below in the loop function, I am reading all the push button state. It may be low or high. Then I am checking if the button 1 is pressed. Then change the state of switch 1 variable that I have been created before. Similarly, do the same for other 3 push buttons. That's great. First device setup is completed. Now connect the NodeMCU to your computer, then select the COM port and NodeMCU board. And finally, hit Upload button. After uploading finished, open Serial Monitor by clicking here. You can see here, NodeMCU is connected to Arduino IoT Cloud. Now, I am going to set up the ESP32. Click Create Things. Then click on Add Variable. Write the same name, switch1, which I have used in NodeMCU Setup. Next click on Sync with other things. Then select switch1 variable from push buttons thing. Then click on Synchronize Variables. And then click on Create Variable. Similarly, Create 3 more variables with the name switch2, switch3, and switch4. I have created all the variables. Next, configure the device and network. Follow the same process as I have done before. The only difference is that, this time I have select ESP32 board. Let's go to the sketch part. Here, I will define the 4 pins for 4 relays. The pins are 13, 12, 14, and 27. In the setup function, I am setting relay pins to output. Then below, in the onSwitch1 change function, I am checking if the switch1 variable is high. Then turn on the relay 1. Otherwise, turn off the relay 1. Do the same for other 3 relays. Now, select the COM port and ESP32 board from here. And then upload the code. I have completed all the configurations needed for 2 boards to communicate. Now, I am going to test. Be careful while working with high voltage devices. If you have any question, then comment below. If you like the video, then press the like button. See you in the next video. Bye.